Hello, my name is Kaylee Della Costa, and this is for my Intro to Diversity and Human Services class. Um, I think an important marginalized population would be the Lee County homeless. I've been working for this population for a little bit now. There are over 1,000 homeless people in Lee County, and 459 of them are students. 60% are homeless because they lack employment or housing, and Florida ranks the 43rd state to in dealing with child homelessness. Um, Lately, I've been working at one of the soup kitchens in Fort Myers, which is one of the few cities in Lee County. It also includes Fort Charlotte and Punta Gorda and Lehigh and Cape Coral, North Fort Myers, and more. And it's really important to me because this is where I grew up and it's my community, and Fort Myers means a lot to me. And being able to help out at the soup kitchen with people who are from the same area also meant a lot. Um, two local community organizations that are helping out the homeless and giving them resources would be the Community Cooperative Kitchen in Fort Myers. Um, they have both the soup kitchen, well, they have a bunch of resources. They have the soup kitchen, which is open every day except Sunday. They have the food pantry, which is open every day except Wednesday and Sunday. And they also have um, Meals on Wheels. So they pack about 300 meals a day to go out to elderly or disabled individuals in Lee County. And they also work with growing healthy kids to deliver food to nearby schools. Um, Another organization that helps out the homeless would be the Around the Clock Caring, which is actually in the city that I live in, Cape Coral. Um, this Around the Clock Caring provides resources for homeless in the area. It has transitional housing services and shelters, um, but it also has employment, skills, mentoring, resources, um, as well as the development of a good support network for the people who come in. And through the soup kitchen, I've kind of learned that the best way to get people who are in need in to help them is through food, because everybody needs to eat, obviously, and it is a community soup kitchen. So it is not only a place for them to go and get their meals, but it is a place for them to socialize. Um, at When people come in for food at the community soup kitchen, you're better able to get to know them and assess what resources they do need. So food is kind of the key way in. So that's one of the three things that need to be offered to homeless people, is both soup kitchens and food pantries. I also think that we should offer employment training services, because many times it's hard to find a position that is able to that you're able to live off of, and especially hard when you've grown up in a poor community, and once you're born to a certain class, you don't really break out of that class. um, Not necessarily, but it's just harder because of class stratification. So having the employment services and allowing people to learn these skills will help them to be a better worker. Um, and another thing we should offer is shelter, obviously one of the most important things. Um, but besides just the shelter, we should be advocating to create a pathway to legitimate housing outside of a shelter. Um, because lives are not meant to be lived in a shelter, it's supposed to be a transitional service, and we want to make sure that people are getting better, they're not just being pushed back out into the streets to come back into a shelter. Um, I do feel greatly passionate about this as I am from Fort Myers and I did grow up in a very poor family in a trailer park around the area, and not everybody has access to food or somewhere to sleep at night or a job that can satisfy them, that can bring them all the resources that they will need. Um, I think the homeless population is very stigmatized um, in a bunch of senses. You know, people see them as dirty, as lazy, as um, not a functional member of society. And it's really messed up because a lot of these people are only homeless because they were not able to get the proper shelter or the proper jobs. And a lot of people also are homeless because of mental issues that can't really be seen on the outside. And when they don't have the proper support network to stay checking up on them, then you don't really know what could happen to a person on the streets. So I think the Lee County homeless population is a very important marginalized population to help, and there are many ways that we could do that.